Hello everybody. It is my pleasure to present our work in this event. Our work is the impact of post-harvest hot water and calcium treatment on fruit quality and decay incidence of topaz apple under different storage conditions. We are situated in the South German region, with limit with Austria and Switzerland. And this Lake Constance region is responsible for 30% of German apple, the second largest apple grown region, and around 80% of the fruit are stored. To storage apple is necessary to reduce the temperature. If you reduce the temperature and increase the humidity, you have the method cool storage. Additional, you can change the atmosphere of the room. This is the control atmosphere storage. In this method, we reduce the oxygen partial pressure and increase the carbon dioxide. This reduces the metabolism of the fruit, so we can reduce also the ethylene production. However, this practical can involve loss that can be physiological disorders or decay. Topaz apple is one important variety for organic production. The topaz is one scab-resistant variety, but during the storage develop water fungal rot. Hot water treatment is one possibility to reduce the decay during the storage. Also, the calcium have one benefit effect to reduce the rot. The hot water treatment don't have negative effect in the maintenance of the fruit quality during the storage. In other hand, the calcium treatment help to maintain one better quality. Reports showed that the hot water treatment dipping and calcium vapor have a synergic effect. However, little known on the effect of the combination hot water treatment and calcium dip. The aim of our work was to investigate the efficacy of hot water dipping in combination with different calcium chloride concentration in maintaining topaz fruit quality and reduce the incidence of decay during the cool storage or controlled atmosphere storage. Hello, the experiment that you use, you can see here these 6 different treatments that you use in bin or in a small scale. The first treatment was the untreated control. The second was the untreated but with calcium chloride. And the temperature, if you put the calcium chloride, increase the temperature. But the temperature was between 22 and 34 degrees Celsius, depending of the time that you do the treatment. The hot water treatment with 4% calcium chloride, then 8% and 12%. Then you have each treatment was stored at 1 degree Celsius in cold storage or regular air for 5 months and CA storage for 6 months. The CA concentration was 1 kilopascal oxygen and 2.5 kilopascal carbon dioxide. The quality analysis that you evaluate after the storage and 7-day shelf life was physiological disorder and decay that you can see here in the picture. And if you like to see more detail, you can visit our web app that is also available in English. We do the evaluation from pale color, firmness, total soluble solid, and titratable acidity. Additional, we do the mineral analysis for calcium, potassium, and phosphorus. This was the most important. Here you can see the influence of hot water treatment versus calcium chloride. You can see that the hot water treatment reduced the incidence of decay unto Ca and regular R. But calcium chloride increased the total susceptibility to hot under controlled atmosphere. Here in this slide, you can see the influence of calcium chloride concentration on damage. The main damage that you can see was hot. You can see also that the calcium concentration increased the damage in the fruit. The 12% calcium chloride had the highest decay under both conditions, in Ca storage and in cool storage. In this slide, you can see the different damage that I told in the previous slide here in picture. You can see here the skin necrosis that we have in the fruit because the calcium treatment. Also, we have calcium residue left on the fruit after the storage. And also, we have here in this picture the stack pin browning, that is here you can see this brown color, and also the residue like you see in previous picture that I showed. Here in this slide you can see the different quality parameters on the different treatments. This point that you can see in every graphic are the value at the harvest. For the color, you can see not one clear behavior, only that the cool storage change more the color from green to yellow. The Ca have more green fruit. The total soluble solid can also notice one very clear behavior about the different treatment. In the firmness, what you can see for Ca, all treatment maintain one good firmness, but in regular R decrease very well. But the fruit that have the highest concentration of calcium chloride, 8 and 12%, maintain more better the firmness. And the titratable acidity, you can see that it reduce many during the storage, and you can also notice one very clear behavior. So, one summary about this quality parameter: the Ca storage fruit maintain one better overall quality that regular R. The hot water has no effect excluding in total soluble solid, and the calcium chloride different concentration increase the firmness in regular R like 8 and 12%. Here in this slide you can see the mineral stuff analysis on Ca storage. You can see here the harvest value, the untreated fruit, and the hot water treatment. You can see in this graphic, if you increase the calcium concentration treatment, we increase the concentration of calcium on the fruit. One other mineral analysis parameter very important is the potassium calcium ratio. In physiological disorders, if you have one value less than 20, like is our results, you can see here, we say that is optimal. If increase for 20 to 25 or 30, you have the normal. If you have higher value than 30, then it's critical and the fruit are susceptible for same physiological disorder, like bitter pit. But this was not the case. We come in our result. You can see here, if you increase the calcium chloride concentration treatment, we reduce the potassium calcium ratio because you have one higher value of calcium, and this is the denominator in this calculator, and so you can explain this reduction. In this slide, you can see the potassium calcium ratio correlated with the Hilton fruit. You can see you are in one optimal potassium calcium ratio, like I told in the previous slide. We are in one very optimal, and if you increase this ratio, we increase the percent of Hilton fruit. But this can come in one limit that changes this behavior. The potassium calcium ratio had also one positive correlation with acidity, and the increase the calcium chloride rate reduce the potassium calcium ratio, increasing so the incidence of damage, and with this damage increase the occurrence of the decay. Here in this slide, you can see the summary of the first year results. You can see the fruit quality have one better manutention under CA storage, particularly for firmness. The hot water treatment had not one effect on the fruit quality. This is also one positive effect. The CA storage and untreated control maintain one better overall fruit quality compared to 8 and 12% calcium treatment. The regular R storage and calcium chloride treatment fruit maintain one higher firmness compared to untreated control. For mineral analysis, the increase of calcium chloride rate increase the calcium and also the potassium, maybe because increase the transpiration of the fruit or they move the water from inside to outside of the fruit. The decrease of potassium and calcium ratio, and also the potassium calcium ratio have one positive correlation with the Hilton fruit percentage and acidity. The takeaway for this presentation will be the calcium chloride increased topaz susceptibility to decay during CA storage from higher calcium residue. Hot water treatment is sufficient to reduce decay incidence and maintain higher fruit quality when storage topaz under CA condition. If regular R storage is required, hot water treatment with one low calcium chloride rate, lower than 8%, will be reduce the incidence of decay and maintain one higher quality. At the end of my presentation, I like to say thank you for your attention. If you have a question at the moment, I will be happy to. If the question comes later, you have my contact.